Hi and welcome to my match preview. Brighton taking on Arsenal this Saturday, 5:30 kickoff. It's going to be a tough game, guys. In this video, I'm going to be giving you my match preview and what my thoughts are surrounding the game, my predicted starting lineup, and also my predicted score. If you're new around here, please do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button and don't forget to hit the subscribe as per usual. So let's get straight into it, guys. Brighton take on Arsenal. As we know, this is the return fixture from the one that we played earlier in the season where there was some massive controversials in regards to the refereeing decision. We all know what I'm talking about. We're talking about the Declan Rice red card early in the second half, I believe it was. That was sort of like in the I think the 49th minute, and then before you know it, 10 minutes later Brighton went on to score. But let me reverse a little bit. As we all know, since then, obviously, we've had a couple of red cards in regards to that sort of time wasting as everyone kept putting it, because or delaying of a restart, should I say. I think that's probably the best way to put it. It was a second yellow. And I've listened back to some of the VAR, you know, when they do that mic up thing, and the VAR, they've kind of shot themselves in the foot, and you can hear the referee saying, "You're giving me no choice here." The referee didn't have to make a decision. I think I did do a video on this, and I gave my thoughts around that red card at the time, and I just thought the referees were killing the game, man. And that wasn't the only red card that we have got in this season in regards to the delaying the restart of play. Trossard, if you remember, also got a red card similarly against Manchester City just before half time. And again, there was another sort of explanation in regards to the reasons why the referee chose to give a red card. And again, contradicting information that we have been provided with, which kind of pisses me off, to be fair. But it was a game that I believe that we should have won, considering how well we were playing. Brighton obviously didn't really want it to come out to play low block, obviously trying to play it on a counter-attack, as most teams have been playing against Arsenal this season. And we were on the front foot earlier in the season, you know, we were energized, and we could have gone on to win that game comfortably. But again, like I said, the referee had to poke his nose where it wasn't wanted. And I think it was probably one of the most ridiculous red cards you're probably going to see all throughout this season, because I haven't seen a red card being given for that kind of incident again this season so far. I don't know if we're ever actually going to see it. And it just pisses me off, because I just feel like we're always the one that's been made an example of. Because if you remember a couple of seasons ago as well, about the whole throw-in stuff and delaying or taking too long to do a throw-in, and Tomiyasu got a yellow card because of that, which then I think it led to a second yellow, unless I'm getting it wrong. Remind me in the comments, because he got a yellow card, and I'm sure it was Mike Oliver as well, gave him a yellow card for taking too long to take a throw-in. And again, this season, Declan Rice was given a yellow card for towing. Honestly, it's like 10 centimeters, if even that. And they claimed that he was delaying the restart of play because, what is it, Veltman was going to launch it up the field when there was no Brighton player up there. Listen, I digress, because you can still tell that that was still one of those annoying moments in the league so far, because we dropped an important point considering where we are right now and how things have panned out. Every little point counts in this league. Arteta said it last season when he says it was embarrassing about the Newcastle decision, that, you know, players are playing their hearts out every time they get onto that pitch trying to get points. And considering the amount of points that we lost the league of last season, you're just thinking that a couple of decisions going against us, yes, it's typical Arsenal moaning, blah, 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 blah. But it's the facts. Because one decision going against us and the same sort of similar decision doesn't go against other clubs. So you can't help but complain. It is what it is. But listen, let's look into this current fixture. Who is available? As we know, Ben White is currently still not available. Arteta did say in his press conference today that he is looking like he might be coming back earlier than expected. So we're expecting him to come back probably end of January, beginning of Feb. Let's see how that goes. As we know, Arteta and the medical staff don't really like rushing players back until they feel that they're ready to come back and they're, you know, potentially not going to have a reoccurrence of the injury they were originally out for. We already know Tomiyasu, he's not out. Please, somebody let me know in the comments, because what kind of injury does this man actually have? Because honestly, I don't know. I just feel like this man is non-existent. He's just living free at Arsenal at the moment, just collecting money, wages every week. And it's like, I don't see him. He's signed in 2021, I believe. This man has played 69 Premier League games. That is it. It is, honestly, I just don't get it. He's reminding me of a Diaby, Abu Diaby, that we had many, many years ago. That's what he reminds me of. You know, a player with so much talent, great footballer with so much skill. But then because he's always getting injured, his career just went down the drain. And I just feel like that's the kind of the similarity with Tomiyasu right now. But yeah, he's not available. We don't know when he's coming back. Raheem Sterling, that's another one. Why did we sign this man? I know we needed a wide player. We were all calling for a wide player, but he was the last person on our list, if even it was even on anybody's list. I know we're pretty much paying nothing for this man in terms of loan transfer fees or whatever, his wages. I don't know. Apparently Chelsea are playing majority of his wages anyway. But the fact is, if you're going to have him in the squad or in a club, he's got to play at some point. You didn't bring him in just to play FA Cup games or Carling Cup games, because we're getting to the latter stages of the Carabao Cup now. And the likelihood is he's not going to play. So I don't understand why we've got him in our club. So he's not available this weekend. As we know, Bukayo Saka is currently still not available. He's not looking like he's going to come back till at least April. And Urian Timber is going to be suspended. Picked up a 5th yellow card against Brentford the other day. That's a kick in the teeth, because we all know what that means now. That means Thomas Partey is going to be playing right back. We all know that's what's going to happen, because Arteta has played him there previously. He's the only potential available player that can play that position at this precise moment. I can't see anybody else playing right back. If you guys can think of any, please let me know. But I can't see that. But in terms of any other player, Havertz, potentially he's going to be available for this game. Does he start? Probably not, in my opinion. Up to me, he wouldn't start. He'll come on at the latter stages of the game, depending on how the game is going. Yes, he got the goal against Brighton earlier in the season, don't get me wrong. But I just feel like, considering that he's just coming back from a sickness, I wouldn't put him to start at the beginning of this game. So, which then puts me into my predicted starting lineup. So how would I be lining up for this game? So David Raya in goal as per usual. Without having much choice in the matter, should I say, Thomas Partey is going to be playing right back. Then you got your Saliba and Gabriel. Then it's either Miles Lewis-Skelly or Calafiori. Honestly, at this stage, I couldn't mind either of them. Lewis-Skelly is playing well, great academy graduate. He's playing like he's been playing in this team for a long time. He's a very matured guy. It is only 17, playing so maturely. So whether it's Miles Lewis-Skelly or Calafiori, I don't mind, but up to me personally, I'll be going with Calafiori in this game, just for a little bit of stability and experience in that back line. In the midfield, it's going to have to be Declan Rice, Marino, and Odegaard for me. Just go. Declan Rice obviously had a rest against Brentford. Trossard had a rest as well. So I'll be going with Declan Rice in that number 6 row. You've got Marino in that left 8, and then you've got Odegaard in the 10. In terms of the front 3, it's going to have to be the same thing for me as we started against Brentford, which is Nwaneri on the right. He bossed it, in my opinion. Jesus in the middle, obviously he scored, and so did Gabriel Martinelli. So those are the 3 that I'll be starting with in the front line. And I think we'll have enough to cause Brighton a lot of problems going into this game. I'm a lot more confident than I was against the Brentford game for obvious reasons. Obviously, Brentford, as of that time, had only lost 1 game at home all season. They've scored the most at home. They had also conceded the most at home. But it was one of those stadiums at the G-Tech that Arsenal tends to struggle, let's put it that way. But we went away, we came back from behind, and we won that game 3-1. So that was a great result for us. But as for this game, in terms of the running into this game, in terms of the last 5 fixtures, when you look at the the way both teams have been playing, we've won 3 of our last 5. I believe Brighton haven't won 1 of their last 5. They've lost 1 and drawn 4 of their last 5 games. So automatically, you would have Arsenal as favourites going into this game. Don't get me wrong. As I said, the Amex Stadium is not the easiest to go. Brighton do play good football, but on our day, I do believe that we can actually win this game. Hence the reason why I'm a little bit more confident as opposed to the Brighton games a couple of days ago. So in terms of the scoreline, I'm just praying that we keep a clean sheet, because our away form right now, we don't keep enough, if any, clean sheets at the moment. That is the only caveat for me at the moment. So if I was to predict this game, I'll be going for a 2 to 3-0 win, potentially. Yeah, 2-0, 3-0, either or, I'll be happy. So long we keep a clean sheet, score a couple of goals, get the 3 points, and on to the next one. That is basically all I'm wishing for. Because let's be honest, there's a lot of people that's got eyes on us and waiting for us to fail. It's as simple as that. So they can say, see, told ya, Arsenal are not champions worthy. All we can keep doing is winning our games. We've got 19 games left to go. We have to win at least 18 out of that 19. We can only afford to either drop points in one of the games. Last season, in the last 18 games of the season, we won 16, draw 1, and lost 1. And that's basically where we lost the league. That lost against Aston Villa at home. And we can't afford to do that if we're going to catch Liverpool at this time round. Because right now, the way Liverpool are playing, they don't look like they're going to be losing anytime soon. Don't get me wrong, they've got some tough runs coming up, some tough games coming up. But we just need to focus on us and win our games. So long we can do that, you just never know what's going to happen. So, yeah, I'm comfortable. I am confident going into this game. So let me know in the comments, as per usual, what you guys think. Again, if you're new around here, do me a favor, smash that like button. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're a true Gooner. Come and support Mr. Gooner. And until next time, I will speak to you guys after the game, giving you my match reactions. Until then, take care, guys.